Episode number 9 of the Detroit Pistons, starting in the Kobe era, so before the 2003 draft. We'll check out what we're going to be running for a lineup this season. Chris Paul starting with J.R. Smith, Carmelo Anthony, Aldridge, Howard, Redick at the 6, Drew at the 7. LaFrance, we're going to scratch to give McGee his minutes. So McGee will run 14, and then PJ Tucker coming in off the bench. He's actually going to serve us as a backup, which I like. We will check out contract extensions, see if there's anything going on there. Something else I might check is free agents. Just see what's still there for power forwards. Is there anyone that might take a discount to come win a championship in Detroit? It's almost a guaranteed, guaranteed championship. We're ready to dominate another season, but no one is willing to take the discount yet. Maybe later on, but right now we're gonna go with the player mentorship. All right. We'll start with McGee. He can work with Howard. JJ Redick can work with Zach Fox. Carmelo Anthony can work with Redick. J.R. Smith can work with we get him working with Chris. Just get him to work with Melo. Aldridge. We'll get him working with Reggie Evans. Drew Holiday can work with Chris Paul. Chris Paul will work with J.R. Smith. PJ Tucker will work with, I think Fox is already being used. LaFrance, Dwight Howard, Aldridge, Beverly, let's just double check he's being used. He is. Double check he's being used. He is. Maybe just Drew Holiday, even though it's a little bit of an age difference. There we go. There's that. Now we're ready for the season to commence. Can we defend our championships? Gerald Wall's coming back and Gallinari for Aldridge and Tucker. Um, we wouldn't really be saving money, to be honest. So we're just gonna move on from that. We'll hold on to J.R. Smith for a while now since we got him signed. Redick, though, unfortunately, will probably be the guy that goes. Right now we're paying him nothing, so right now he's just like a really good rental for us. And we'll probably just let him walk for nothing, unfortunately. Unless he wanted a cheap deal where we'd move Aldridge, because I would pay Redick to stay if the money was right. If he's getting under J.R. Smith money by like 2 million, 3 million, or even under Aldridge money, because I'm not scared to use Carmelo as a 4. I think he'd be fine. Well, currently we are dominating. Yeah, we're not doing any trades. I really like this team. I think we can go all the way. Once again. And I'm more confident in this season's team than last year's team. Let's see what Paul's doing for numbers. 22 a game this season. Every year he just gets better and better. J.R. Smith with 19 this year. PJ Tucker even getting some stats in this year finally. Aldridge. Howard. Expected that and to drop off a little bit. He's not the #1 guy here. Holiday getting some numbers in. JaVale getting some numbers up. Friends, we don't need you playing. Evans, we can see you play, I guess. I guess Fox is the guy that should be playing some minutes. There, Carmelo's back. That's big. France doesn't need any minutes, but we will give Evans some minutes. Here we go. The wind knocked out of them day to day. Damn, that's the first time I've seen that. JJ Redick is back. That's huge for the team. LaFrance back to the bench. So we gotta have JaVale start or on the bench at least. He is the future for our backup center. But we need money to sign him next year. We have no money. Like, honestly, we are gonna have to deal with our money situation this summer. Because we have no money here in Detroit left over. Carmelo MVP season. Rookie of the Year and 6th Player of the Year both going to Julio Flores. Okay. Tim Duncan, DOP. Russell with the most improved. Then again, Isaiah Thomas, Joey Peterson. Carmelo on the All-NBA first team. Chris Paul on the All-NBA second. Alright. We are at #1 seed again. Tucker can play. LaFrance is not. Much rather have him play like that. We'll see how the players did this season. Chris Paul, beautiful season. Same with J.R. Smith. Carmelo didn't average most points, but he was just very spread out. Wood starting as a small forward. Not the biggest fan of that. Not going to lie. We'll take Wood's minutes away. We'll give Tucker 25. Woods, we're going to take all of his minutes away. We're actually going to get Reggie Evans in here. Give Reggie Evans some minutes. Alright, game 1 against Philadelphia. We are in Detroit. Can we be back-to-back NBA champions? Once again. Redick with 31 and 31. J.R. Smith 29. Damn. Let's see if Redick can pop off like this. Be that ultimate bench player. Redick with 15. Carmelo 28. J.R. Smith 25. Paul 22. We're up 2-0. Game 3. 76ers having a good first quarter, but after that, we just dominate them. Carmelo 26. Smith 24. Howard 23. Redick with 22. We're definitely good at scoring. And are we going to sweep the 76ers? We do. Paul with 30. Iverson with 28. Rondo with 24. AI has been... He's been dedicated to Philadelphia. Alright, so Chicago beats Boston. Toronto beats New Jersey. Washington beats Milwaukee. Golden State beats Sacramento. OKC beats Phoenix. Denver beats San Antonio. And Memphis beats Dallas. So we're going to have LeBron versus D-Wade in that second round. And Bosch doesn't make the playoffs. Game 1 goes our way by 10. J.R. Smith, 29, 11 assists. Game 3 going to go our way. Holy, J.R. Smith, 30. Paul with 25, almost triple-double. Redick with 25. And Howard with 25. Carmelo, bad shooting night. Almost a triple-double, though. And now Aldridge is back, which is huge for the team. LaFrance, say goodbye to your minutes. Javal, get back up here. Can we go 3-0 against the Bulls? And we do. Howard 24, Paul with 23, Carmelo with 22. We just need one more win to get our second straight sweep in these playoffs. Pretty crazy. Being dominant so far. Paul with 32 and 16. Howard a 19-19 night. We're making it to the conference finals. We haven't lost a game yet these playoffs. Memphis is going to beat Denver. OKC beating Golden State. Toronto beating Washington. Alright, we're against the Toronto Raptors here. Can we continue our road of dominance, or will the Raptors get one on us? And the Raptors are going to give us our first loss. Okay. They are a big team. They have a lot of good centers on this team. So it might be hard for us to guard them, but there we go. Redick 23, Smith 21, Paul with a triple-double. Toronto, though, they're looking very well this season. Holy. And Sean Marion just killed us with 37 points. We'll just leave as is. Come on, Detroit. We need one back. We need to tie up the series. And we're going to do it. We win by 4. Howard, 22 points. Redick with 21. Redick's been a beast in the playoffs. Come on, we need this one too. We need the advantage. And we're going to get it. J.R. Smith, 26. Paul with 21. Carmelo with 21. And we made it to the finals. Once again. And now we're going to face the OKC Thunder. All right. Paul been averaging 21 and 12. J.R. Smith, 21. Carmelo, 18, 7 and 6. Aldridge, 12 and 5. Howard, 18 and 12. Redick, 16 points off the bench. Drew Holiday, 9 points off the bench. Tucker doing his work, and same with McGee. I like how we've been playing. We just got to keep it up against the Thunder. Hopefully we just have our way with them. And game one's going to go our way. 27 points for J.R. Smith. 25 for Carmelo. 24 for Paul. Thaddeus Young. Tyson Chandler. So this is where we got Dwight Howard from. But hey, Tyson Chandler had a lot better season when he left us to go to OKC. Yeah, I got that 15 point and 10 the following season. So we're against our former player, Brendan Roy, is on their team as well. Ron Artest. They're a good team. But we took their best player, Dwight Howard. They thought Tyson Chandler was going to be the future key for them. He did get them to the finals, though. You know, Chandler's won a lot of championships with us as well. So Chandler is... You know what? That trade actually might work out for them. I think that the trade worked out for us, though, too. Chris Paul's out for the season. I think he can play hurt, which is nice. Alright, come on, Detroit. Let's have our way with OKC. Come on, there's another big win. Dwight Howard, 26 and 12. Aldridge, 21. 19 points coming out. J.R. Smith. We're up 3-1. 1 win away from the championship. We're in Detroit. Can we get it done? Can we repeat for the second time in this series? Actually, be the third time because we went 3 in a row last time we repeated. And then we won 3 in a row. We lost last year or 2 years ago. Last year we were on top, get the championship, and this year we're repeating it again, baby. We're getting our 5th championship with Detroit. I think it's safe to say that we're a dynasty. We're 5 championships in 6 years. I think that's pretty historic. Detroit just doing it, not even breaking sweats out here. We're getting some of our players to take a little bit of a discount, like Dwight Howard, Carmelo. They're all getting paid less than they should be. J.R. Smith even coming in a long term, which is huge for the team. J.R. Smith, like I was thinking he was a player that's going to leave, but I don't think we can get rid of him. He's too good. He's too good of a shooter. So what I was thinking was Drew Holiday would be the next J.R. Smith. Like we'd get J.R. Smith out of rotation. Drew Holiday would be our future 2 guard. To have some defense on that starting lineup, but I don't know yet. Maybe we make J.R. Smith an ultimate bench scorer and keep him around as a bench scorer, which I'm not too opposed to. Carmelo. Chandler's strong. Howard had a hard time backing him in. And now they're coming back some. You know Chandler does not want to lose against his former team. But you know Dwight wants to just rub another championship in this team's face. But Chandler wasn't happy with us. He didn't want to stay with us. He thought he had a better chance to go somewhere else than stay with us. So we moved on. And Dwight Howard got his championship last year, so about to get us a second championship right in Chandler's face. Maybe Chandler should have been a little bit more grateful. Jared Smith, beautiful three-pointer. Right on the inbound pass, step back three. Chandler has 11 and 9 compared to Howard's 22 and 13. 3 assists as well. Aldridge has the ball. Carmelo going all the way in. 18 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists. That's a triple-double. That's a nice spread for a triple-double. 17 and 11 for Paul. 5 rebounds. Aldridge getting the rebound. Gonna get that ball to Smith. Howard with the ball. Oh, that was a bad miss for Howard. I was surprised about that. Jerry Smith draped on him, but Roy gets it. Carmelo. And he's going to get that easy. Floats that up and in. Beautiful defensive play for Carmelo. Jared Smith. Oh, shit. Man, Jared Smith with the circus plays. He's just too good. And Detroit, back-to-back championships, baby. I don't think there's really much starting or much stopping us, honestly. Chandler, #1 in line to go shake the hands of his former team. And you were just not him. Dwight Howard came in and showed up for us. Tucker getting another championship. Same with Redick, McGee. Beverly getting one. Drew Holiday getting another one. It's kind of hard to beat us right now. There's CP13 holding it up. Aldridge, Howard, Jared Smith, and Carmelo once again, Finals MVP. That's something that doesn't really get old. Carmelo gets a lot of MVPs. He might have a better career sim than LeBron James, the way we're setting him up. Carmelo's just doing everything for us. And he just got us our 5th championship, so Carmelo's him. We're also dealing with Dwight Howard, the newcomer, but with Carmelo, Chris Paul, watch out. Try to keep Dwight Howard on long term. He did sign with us, which is nice. Carmelo with Finals MVP. Player retirement. Shaquille O'Neal retires with the Lakers. He stays with the Lakers that whole time. Jason Kidd retiring with the glasses on. Big Ben has retired. Should have stayed with us, dude. We could have done something special. Ralph Lawrence retires at the championship with Detroit. Like him, I don't want him to retire yet. Same with him. I'd like these guys to have a chance to. Same with JJ Barria. Maybe both those guys. Alright. Shaq and Kidd going to the Hall of Fame. Weber getting his jersey retired by the Kings. Kidd by the New Jersey Nets. Walker by the Celtics. And Shaq by the Lakers. Store changes, the Wizards and the Knicks. League meetings, everything rejected. Draft lottery. We might have something cooking here. We do have a chance. We have 2 picks actually in the lottery, the 9th and the 5th. So let's see if one of these can pick up. What's up, Annie? Let's see if one of these picks can actually move up in the draft and fetch us a player for the future that will actually make it easier to get rid of some players in this free agency like Redick. So we got to save cap. Aldridge is a guy I don't want to get rid of, but when it comes to the amount of money we're paying him compared to what we could be saving, he might be a guy out. Here's our first pick. Is it going to move up? It's not. So we're picking 9th. And we got one more pick. That is currently slated for the 5th. Alright, don't drop, don't drop. There we go. Come on, stay as it. There we go. Pacers. Wait, what? That was our pick. That was our pick. Not again. They have it protected, right? And that was the first pick. That was our pick. Bullshit. Bullshit. Assistant GM. There's no way. Oh. Wow, we got the best assistant GM in the game, I'd say. Holy shit. That's a lot of badges. I thought he was usually a coach. I believe it, Andy. Alright. Draft summary. This is the Leonard draft. So we could have been getting Kawhi, Irving, Walker, Klay Thompson, Jimmy Buckets, Jonas Valanciunas, Kenneth Faried. Honestly, Kenneth Faried, he could be someone we could work with. Marcus Morris, Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris is a guy we could work with. Alright, this is a deep draft class. A lot of players we can work with. Kenneth Faried would be a nice power forward if we were going to move on from Aldridge. Now, when you're looking at our team, they're both on expired deals. We can't get him back. J.R. Smith is going to get a new backup, which most likely will be Drew Holiday. Beverly will probably stay as a backup point guard. Carmelo is getting his money. Aldridge is getting his money, but maybe we move on from Aldridge and see what we can get. What if we just go crazy on trading our picks? Trading Aldridge. We can get the 3rd overall pick. And we're getting Zach Randolph on a 2-year deal, which does pay a little bit more than Aldridge. Alright. The 6th pick in Davis, Paul Millsap, Evan Turner. The 2nd pick and Matt Bonner. Shit. We could use that and probably Kawhi Leonard. Maybe have Kawhi as the power forward. Oh. That is so tempting. That brings us the defensive player. We will save some money for now. All right, let's do this. Aldridge for the second. We're not done yet. We want that first pick. Because I believe it should have been our pick in the first place. Oh, they can't trade it. Okay, they're going to take Kawhi. I don't care if they took him. We are getting him. Kawhi Leonard is coming to us. Nothing they will can do about it. Where is he? There he is. Kawhi for the second and the 9th pick. They're going to get us Scoot Neal or J.R. Smith in a first. And that'd shed some more cap. But then, like, if we do that, we're kind of going into a rebuild. You know what I mean? And we're not rebuilding. Let's do this. We got no one else we can get rid of except Bonner. Which I kind of would keep. We don't need Scoot Neal. I know they're doing it just to throw in, but I'd rather... Let's get that unprotected. They'll give us Darius Miles, and they're going to want some seconds. Sure. So we get Kawhi. We also have one of our seconds, which we will get. Is there any real players? I'd say not. They're saying he's the 9th best point guard in the draft. Maybe we just go with Chris Lawson. We're going to sign Kawhi. We're going to sign not Lawson. We can sign him to a two-way. Let him go to the G League. Drew Holiday we're going to accept. And Beverly we're going to accept. Qualifying offers we're going to extend to McGee. We're not going to extend to Fox. And now we're going to take a look at the roster because there's going to be some changes. Drew is our backup point guard. Or our backup shooting guard. He's going from the backup point guard to the backup shooting guard to get Beverly the backup point guard minutes. So I'd say it will work out. I don't think right now he's a 79 overall. I doubt he drops too much to go to the shooting guard. Maybe we'll buy one. Hopefully not though. No, he stays. Perfect. So Paul, Beverly, Smith, Holiday, Carmelo, and Kawhi is not what it's going to be. Kawhi is actually going to be a small power forward for us. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. He's going to be our power forward. Which he does lose a little bit. He lost 2 overall, but that's not much. And Dwight Howard. So, we're looking still pretty stacked. Even though we're losing stuff. Obviously, I'm going to... Well, Bonner is a good backup for, honestly. We need a backup center, but we got him. We just got to sign him back, which is JaVale McGee. Does JaVale have an offer? Is it just from us? Just from us. I would like to bring McGee back long term. Giving him a 3-year deal would be pretty sweet. So that's our backup center. Are we going to bring in a third option center? There's a guy with a bunch of badges down here. Foyle, of course. We could bring him back. You know what? We've had Foyle a few different times. He could be a good third option center for us. Power forwards. We have 2 decent power forwards. But we could bring back Reggie Evans. There is a Taj Gibson as well, who never really turned out to be much, unfortunately. I think we're fine bringing Reggie Evans back, though. He didn't really get to play a lot for us, didn't do much, but he will be a third option power forward for us. So it's not like we need to depend on him anyway. Our small forwards are looking decent, but we got to bring back PJ Tucker. Unless there's someone else there that we'd much rather work on. Maybe not even just affordable. What's there for small forwards, period? Someone that we can get close to. Desmond Mason. Jeff Green. Oh, he wants 10 million though. Corey Brewer. Steve Novak. Wesley Matthews. Now that would be better than PJ Tucker. Bringing in Wesley Matthews. It's a very good defensive player. Maybe we'll see if we can bring in Wesley Matthews. I don't know if we can, but we'll try. Wesley Matthews. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. So we'll just bring back Tucker. You know, we could bring Tucker in for a little bit on like a front-loaded deal. Shooting guards already. Well, no, because one's going to be on a 2-way. So if we could bring back, I got some badges. Like Zach Fox, I guess. We could bring him back. You know, obviously I'd rather bring in like Garrett Temple or something, but he has the badges. And point guards, if we could bring in that point guard with a lot of badges. Kirk Heinrich. Damn, that might be him. Kirk Heinrich. Alright, let's check out the roster. Point guards, we got Paul, Heinrich, Beverly. Beverly will be starting over Heinrich. I just couldn't pass up on all those badges. Jared Smith, Holiday, and Fox. So Fox will be the third option. Carmelo, PJ, Tucker, and Darius Miles. Darius is the third option. Leonard, Bonner, Evans. Evans will be the third option. And then Howard, McGee, and Foyle with Foyle as the third option. Oh, we do want to look at contracts real quick. See if there is anything we can do. No, there isn't. Now, with those current changes, did we save any money for the future? Alright, this That's the season when we're going to finally kind of even out again. That's without Holiday, Beverly. That's a while from now. Player progression. Paul, Anthony stay. J.R. Smith goes up by 1. Howard stays. Leonard goes down by 2. Holiday up by 1. Beverly up by 4. Tucker up by 1. Heinrich up by 1. Fox and Foyle both down. Foyle, I could maybe see me just waving him potentially. If he has badges that will work with people, then yeah, we'll keep him. But if not, we'll just waive him so we have that extra spot. I want to double check contracts. We got nothing really kicking there. But anyway, that is it for episode 9. I'll catch y'all in episode 10.